And welcome back to the Metal Hand of God podcast. I am your host, Wayne, and you know this fine gentleman as the destroyer of worlds and the lover of men. Wait, no, Adam's not
I'm
on
Wayne Barris.
I was going to say Adam's not on the show. Love you,
Hey,
Adam.
I'm the
Just
Rum
giving you a
Guy.
hard time. Hey, Rum, how are you?
I'm fine.
You know, I miss poking fun with Adam, so that's why I got to do it every once in a while on here. Kind of just like
I know you do.
throw a little snag at him.
But yeah, everything's good. I'm playing a lot of video games.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Getting back the groove, man.
Trying to. You got Gears 5 coming out soon, so I really need to brush up. So
It's good to brush. It's good to brush like before you eat. I mean, after you eat every meal, and before bed.
Sure.
We get in the morning too, because you don't want that nasty ass breath when you're
Wrong brush up.
Huh?
Wrong brush up.
Whatever. You can brush your hair too.
Anyway, Gears of War coming out here in not too long now.
September 6th for those who have ordered it early.
Right.
September 8th
10th.
or 10th, yeah, for everyone else.
Right. Which that would be me if I end up getting it. So, but
I pre-ordered mine yesterday, and if you pre-order the large edition, which is the $80 edition, you get early access. Plus, you get all the other accoutrements with it.
Sure. Skins and characters.
Yeah, like special guns and
special eds. Yeah.
What else? You get the season pass with it. Which,
Right.
of those of you who aren't gamers don't understand what a season pass is, anytime a video game decides to release downloadable content, you will have to purchase it by yourself if you don't have the season pass. If you have a season pass, you automatically get everything.
Right. So it's like just for same thing with computer gamers. Like if you're playing a computer game and they offer a new packet or a new expansion pack for that computer game, you'd have to go out and buy it. But if you have the season pass, you automatically get it.
You automatically get it. So that's why I always get it, so I don't have to worry about it.
But if you've already paid up through the year, it's not. You'll end up paying twice. So don't do that.
What do you mean by that?
Well, if you're paid up through the year, if you pay out for your for Xbox Gold, for the whole thing, if you pay for 1 year subscription, and
Right.
If you do the upgrade, the thing for Gears, because it's includes live membership, it includes the season pass, it includes all this other stuff. You end up paying more in the long run.
I didn't know it included your season pass.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see that on there. It doesn't say that on there, so I was like, okay, I didn't know that. No, because that's why and in fact, I like to own my game, so I always get the actual game anyway, so it doesn't matter.
That's what I'll end up doing. I'll go buy the hard copy of it. And,
I like to have it because that way I can delete it off my hard drive and do what I want with it. And if I ever want to play it again, and you can't download it now, I can just put the game back in.
Right. Which makes a lot of sense. There's very few games I've actually just downloaded, but when you have like the Xbox, what is the thing that we use? You can download games. Xbox
Game Pass.
Game Pass. You can get all the archive games.
Yeah, Game Pass is awesome. I mean, I'll be honest. Like, I really dig the fact that I can go back and buy, not buy, but download these fucking games that I can play. If I don't like the motherfucker, I can get rid of it.
Yeah, because there's a lot of games that have from back in the day that I never got to play. It was like,
Yeah.
what was so great about this? Oh, this is actually pretty good. And it's enhanced a little bit, but it's not, it's not like brand new game type quality. But
Well, no.
some of them still they're really good, But yeah, I dig it anyway. But really getting into the Gears again, and I was looking at a lot of the new options for the Gears of War stuff with
There's so much
the
stuff coming out.
controllers, the new type of controllers with the new charging stations.
Yeah.
The external 5 terabyte and a 2 terabyte hard drives.
Yeah.
Those are crazy. But you can use those for your Xbox or your computer, which are nice.
The system is beautiful.
Yeah, it's a really nice looking system. It looks like it's icy. It's got.
It's by far the best looking system that Xbox has put out, I think.
You said that the time you got the red one.
Well, it's true, but I mean, the first one was nice. Like that red one was cool, and I actually still have the red one. That's the one we use in the bedroom just to watch TV and shit with, because I mean, no one plays on a 360 anymore, so it's kind of hard to, find games. But
Right.
we use it, as our interface for the television, so it's pretty cool. But yeah, that one was by far the best looking, and then now this thing's come out and it just looks so sleek, like.
I had one special edition console,
Which one did you have?
the original Halo.
Oh, nice, the green one.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was badass.
and I got that. I won that by a raffle ticket.
Yeah, I think it's about. I think people are selling it for like $2,000 now.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, I got rid of that thing only years ago. Yeah,
I hear you, stupid. I mean, yeah.
that's funny. I had two controllers. Well, it used to come with one controller, like most of them do.
Right. Well, now
But
it's back to that anyway. You have to buy a special, like the
yeah.
special package now to get to.
And do you remember how huge those controllers were? They were
I do. Those things
like
were
cinder blocks.
fucking massive.
Yeah.
But I've always preferred those controllers. I've always preferred the Xbox controller to a PS3 or PS4 or PS1, whatever, because it fits my hands. I have big hands. Those little fucking PlayStation controllers, man. I couldn't use them.
Yeah, they're too. You have to use like crab fingers to use the PlayStation.
Right, and I don't like. I'm uncomfortable. I mean, I know a lot of gamers out there love them, but I can't. For me, like to bend my hands all stupid and do all that weird shit, I'm not a fan of that.
Well, I gotta say the Xbox controller is probably the most ergonomically correct one for holding especially for long periods of time. I like where the buttons are. You got the bumpers, the buttons, everything. They do make enhanced controllers that you can spend a couple $100 on that do basically what they are cheaters, cheater controllers. For people who aren't good enough to use a normal standard controller, they could use a cheater controller.
Well, they are called Pro controllers, sir, and they are $150 a piece.
Right, or that's just so the cheaters can move a little quicker and shoot a little faster.
Right,
and just basically cheat because they can't hack what comes with the system. See,
right.
It's best to learn the basics and be skilled with what you've got. Then go out and come on, people, really, why are you trying to cheat?
Because they like to cheat, man.
They just put the name Pro Controller on it just so they feel better.
It's true.
Just call them cheater bricks. Is all they are.
I know someone who has one of those, and I'm gonna call him out. Our friend Corey, he has one of those controllers. But he prefers the controller due to the fact that he breaks controllers a lot. And this one happens to be a lot more sturdy than the other ones.
Yeah,
which
a different case.
I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't. I haven't bought one of those. I'm not going to spend $150 on a controller, even though they're very nice. I hesitate to spend $75 on a controller.
Yeah,
I'm like,
gaming is it's a
too expensive. Is that what you're looking for?
As I was saying, gaming is an expensive hobby.
That's what I said. I knew your controller went out or whatever went out, and it was really funny because when it paused, I'm gonna leave that in there so everybody can hear what I did, because I kept going, That's it's expensive hobby. And I was like, is that what you're looking for? And it just was blank. And I was like, I started laughing.
Yeah, it died. But yeah, so really looking forward to Gears. There's a couple other games coming out that I'm actually not familiar with.
Okay.
And I don't know the names of them because
Good
I
job.
was ill prepared for this.
Me
So
too.
let me real quick as we're talking about games, I'll figure this out.
Yeah.
Um,
But while you're looking up your gaming stuff, you know what we did yesterday, man, is as we decided to get my son a television for his room
oh, okay.
because we are sick and tired of watching The Princess and the Frog again.
Yeah, I can see that.
So what we did was we hooked him up with a little TV, and Netflix, just for
Oh,
his kids, kid Netflix.
sure.
So
Nice.
now he can sit there in his room and watch the same movie 7,000 times if he wants.
Cool.
And
Well,
I
that's
don't
what
have
kids
to
like.
watch it.
I never understood that with kids, but whatever.
Oh, yeah, really? Really? How many times have you played Black Ops?
Played Black Ops? It's a game. That's not a movie.
But it's the same thing over and over again, right?
Well, I've never played the campaign over and over. There's
I,
no campaign in Black Ops.
exactly. I'm just saying, and I'm just putting it out there.
That's,
It's not just with kids, it's with adults too. We do the same shit over and over again all the time.
well, again, you're talking. Well, you might as well say that's sports too. It's like,
I,
oh, how many times you play football over and over again?
it is.
You
It's the
know,
same thing.
no, watching the same movie every day in, day out,
But
9 times a day is really ridiculous.
But no, what I'm saying is that you're playing the same video game over and over and over again. It's the same thing. It's not changing.
Okay,
But
I see your
you
point.
see what I'm
I
saying?
see
I'm
your
not. I'm
point.
not. I'm not
I
saying that.
understand. I understand what you're saying, but in categorizing it as the same is incorrect.
Should be.
It's really
It's the
not.
same entertainment.
No, it's different because you're controlling the entertainment. You can change how that outcome goes, win, lose. You can stare at, do different things within the game. Where in the movie, the only thing you have the difference is stop, go, or pause.
Right? I get that. But as a child, you have to learn to like the things that you want to change. You know what I'm saying? Like as I'm saying is like this is your first advance to getting to the video games. You watch your movie over and over and over again. Then you put your video game on and you obsess with the video game once you're like, 8 to 10 years old.
Okay,
And
I understand, but then I don't see it. But yeah, I hear what you're saying.
it's just like steps. That's all I'm just saying.
You're talking like it's a gateway to it.
Yeah, there you go. That's what I was looking
Okay.
for. It's a gateway
Okay.
drug to video games.
One of the new games that are coming out that's
Yes.
actually under pre-order right now is Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
That looks very good. I am hesitant to pre-order it yet, but
I thought you'd be all over it.
I really want to play it, but I still need to look into and see what it's about. See
Star Wars.
how it goes. Yeah, oh no, believe me, I know. Star Wars is awesome. I love it. Everything about it, but it's like,
Kyoko
it's the only thing I don't like is the last movies sucked.
it really did blow.
So bad.
Solo was awful.
I like Solo.
No, Solo, I consider that the last movie. Solo was bad to me. I
Oh
don't like it.
God, you consider that the last movie? No,
Yeah, because it's part of the Star Wars universe. I call that the last movie.
no. The last movie was was I don't think Solo was it was after
Yes,
eight
the last movie.
or yeah 8.
Yeah, it was.
It was after the Jedi thing.
Yeah. That's
Really? I don't remember. No,
Yep,
I think you're wrong. I really
I think
do.
I'm right.
It
doesn't matter.
I
Another
am
game
going to
coming
find out.
It's called Control.
Uh-huh.
I don't-
What is
I
it?
don't know what that's. It's called Control.
Oh yeah, that's something
I
that
don't know
you don't need to play that. You already think you have all that.
Uh-huh. Monster Hunter World Iceborne. I don't know what that is. Gears 5.
Well, Monster Hunter was a big game for a while.
Okay. Borderlands 3.
Nice.
Um,
Did you ever get into Borderlands?
I played it for a little while. I got kind of bored with. I got sick of the animation. I didn't like that it all looked like it was colored in. It looked like I don't know. I just didn't care for the animation, so it bored me. Um, See, Legend of Zelda for those Nintendo freaks out there, Link's Awakening, and The Surge 2.
Yeah, I don't know that
Those,
one.
those are all coming out. But the Gears 5 Special Edition 2 terabyte game drive is $99. You can get the plain white 1 terabyte console Gears 5 bundle, not special edition console, but bundle for $299.99. And that's pretty much all the exciting stuff. They got that 5 terabyte one. I think it's actually $229 or $239 for that. But yeah, they got a lot of little DS games coming out and a bunch of. I never got into the DS stuff. I don't like Nintendo very well.
I mean, I like Nintendo. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'd like to get a Switch one of these days. But I don't care for handheld games.
I had my hopes set real high when I was like, all right, I'll go buy a Wii. And I went and bought a Wii, and I was like, this is fun for like a month and a half, and I'm done with it.
Yeah, pretty much.
It wasn't Wii anymore.
That's the same thing, but it was the same thing as like PlayStation Move and the Kinect.
Yeah.
You know?
I kind of miss the Kinect though, when it comes to gaming things. As that option.
Yeah, I it's such a failed.
But they kept the software is being used in medical offices and stuff like that. It's still a viable technology. It's just not being utilized at this point.
It's a failed technology that sucks. You know what I mean? Like in the gaming area.
And I think a lot of people were getting all freaked out because there's a camera. It's watching you. Oh, I can't be in my room naked.
Right.
Watching gamer girls.
That's because people freaked out.
Yeah. Then their freaking cameras are coming on accidentally.
Right.
And they're sitting there playing a game. It's like, dude, why is your schlong hanging out? What are you doing?
Hey.
It's like, I'm eating a cheese sandwich with no pants on. Let me be, because that's what I do.
Let me touch you.
No, don't do it.
Speaking of touching, up right now, on this very moment, we are going to have the longest, the hardest, the craziest commercial for the Fillmore right here.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's a very long commercial, so check it out, guys. Here you go.
The Metal Hand of God, the Fillmore, New Orleans. This is a massive concert announcement. September 17th. Mark this off on your calendar. Mother's House of Horror traveling All Hallows Eve Masquerade. This is the In This Moment tour. 4 bands, 2 additional acts. Hell's a Poppin' Circus Sideshow Review. Little Miss Nasty Rock and Roll Burlesque Show. The bands are amazing, just like this one. D.E.D.
Yeah, we don't want to do anything to scare your children. That's the last thing we want to do. We don't want to scare anybody.
Well, that's what I'm talking about.
High energy, in your face, bringing the house to their feet. Dead, on stage. Fillmore, live. Wait, there's more. How about New Year's Day? What a better addition to Mother's House of Horror traveling All Hallows Eve Masquerade than New Year's Day, owning the charts in 2018 and taking 2019 by storm.
That just blew my mind.
Keeping with the crazy energy of this tour, Motionless in White. This is an all-star lineup at the Fillmore, New Orleans. September 17th.
I can't believe this is happening. One night only.
And to top your evening off, ladies and gentlemen, in this moment, live on stage at the Fillmore, New Orleans. You can't afford to miss this tour. The Mother's House of Horror traveling All Hallows Eve Masquerade with Hell's a Poppin' Circus Sideshow Review, Little Miss Nasty Rock and Roll Burlesque Show, Dead, New Year's Day, Motionless in White, and In This Moment, all on one stage, one night only, September 17th. Get those tickets.
All in one show?
Get them before they're all sold out. This is just not a show. This is an event. A stage show like you've never seen before. Get those tickets at livenation.com, thefillmorenola.com, or go to the MHOGpodcast.com. Click on the links, it'll take you to ticket sales. In This Moment, live on stage.
That's hard to believe. That's beautiful.
Dead, New Year's Day, Motionless in White, and In This Moment. Only at the Fillmore, New Orleans, can you see all of these bands live on stage. One night only, September 17th. Go. Get those tickets before they're all sold out. We cannot stress this enough. The MHOG podcast and the Fillmore bringing you concert information all year long. The Metal Hand of God podcast. We keep it metal. Do you?
And that was the commercial for the Fillmore. And in this moment,
be a huge show.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. I think it's gonna be a good one. So yeah, if you guys want any tickets to that In This Moment show, you know who to contact, right?
Yeah.
I think it's us. It's us.
Do something cool though. Do something. I mean, send us a nice, nice picture. You holding a sign or something that says, "Hey,
Yeah.
listen to the MHOG," or "Hey, here's my boobs."
This is what we want. We want you to send us a picture of whatever. Send us a picture of you holding either a sign up that says so and so is my favorite person. And if you don't like him, you don't know who the MHOG podcast is, or some shit like that. I don't care. Whatever. Make up some bullshit.
And make sure you strike. It'd be cool if whatever you do to strike like your best metal pose.
Yeah, you
Like,
go.
Yeah, give me something dramatic. Give me metal. Give me the pose. I want to see something imposing.
Grab some fake oranges from the tree.
And
that pose.
And then you could go, hey, I did this. Yeah, it was silly for a second, but bam, booyah, I got tickets to a concert.
I got some free tickets, and that's what I'm doing.
There you go. So why not?
But
That's
anyway.
what I'm saying.
So yeah. Speaking of concerts, you going to anytime soon? I'm just curious.
Oh, we've talked about it. There's a few things going on around here, just some local shows and stuff.
Nice, 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 nice.
There's a Tennessee. It's called Exit. I think it's called Exit 111
Uh-huh.
show in Tennessee. Man, it's got a fuck ton of bands playing. It's like I didn't realize this was a thing, but I mean, it's got. I mean, if you look up like big concerts, I think it's in October. Uh, but there's like you're talking 3 days.
Wow. That's
Each
a long
day's got
time.
like 15 bands ranging from Black Label Society. Weird lineup, by the way.
Oh,
I just want
really?
to say, yeah, it's like, and there's no real rhyme or reason to it. It's Leonard Skinner, Black Label Society, Def Leppard, Slayer, um, you know, Morbid Angel. It's just the weirdest conglomerate of bands each day, and it's just it sounds really cool. It's gonna be a massive event, and we got possible invites to it, so might check that out. I don't know yet,
That
but
sounds
I
like a
haven't
good
been to a
show.
massive concert like that big in a while, so it'd be interesting to do a small road trip. Tennessee's not that far from me, so small trip, and boom, there you are.
Nice, nice. Lucky you. Nah, the only one I'm going to that I know of right now is Guar. So, but we talked
Oh
about
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Yeah, we
yeah.
talked about that earlier. I mean, I'd like to go to a few other ones, but it's finding the time.
What I mean, concert wise, I mean, what is we might have talked about this a long time ago,
Huh?
but I can't remember. What is one of those bands that you let's put it this way, that you've seen
Right.
that you would really go, man, I would love to see that band again. That isn't Guar.
I'd really like to see the Bloodhound Gang again.
Really?
Yeah, they were fucking phenomenal. I only got to see them once, and of course they don't exist anymore. But that would have been really good to see them again. I would really like to have seen Faith No More again. I only got to see them once. They put on an incredible show. In fact, I would like to see Mr. Bungle again, but Mr. Bungle released they did a thing where they're going to do 3 shows, 2 in California, 1 in New York, and lo and behold, they sold out in less than 5 minutes. All 3 shows sold out less than 5 minutes.
Wow.
Fucking incredible. I know somebody who's going to the show, so that's cool.
That is cool. Oh, to give you an idea of, I'm just going to give you like Friday of this Exit 111 show.
Yeah.
It's October 11th through the 13th. And it is, well, you just look it up. It's somewhere, I don't know where the fuck it is. It's Exit 111. Look it up. Tickets are, they're on sale now. I don't think they're that terribly bad price. I don't remember what they are though. But day one, which is a Friday, is Leonard Skinner, Slayer, which is doing their last TV
this is
performance
it.
ever.
Yeah, this is it. Their tour is over after this, I think.
Seether, Anthrax, Killswitch Engage, Black Label Society, Blackstone Cherry, The Cadillac 3, 10 Years, Bishop Gunn, Kyle Shutt, I don't know who that is, and Watermox. They're probably local guys or
Probably.
whatever, but I mean the next day is just throwing names out. You're looking at ZZ Top, Ghost, Mastodon, Gorgia, Cheap Trick, New Year's Day, Fever 333, Alien Weaponry, Deftones, Coheed Cambria, Lamb of God. All these bands are just going through these, and there's like just crazy 3 days of crazy shit.
That's
which
pretty
I think is
awesome,
gonna be
man.
Awesome. Yeah.
Did you mean Gojira? I think that's
Gojira.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, I wasn't sure. I didn't know if that was that band or if that was somebody, a
Yeah,
different
as soon
one.
as I said it, I knew I said it wrong.
That's okay. It's
But
all right. We're
craziness,
not fucking.
though.
Yeah. That's a freaking good
Wow.
lineup, dude. You had me at like Killswitch Engage in the last Slayer show.
And this is the month, this week that we're doing this recording. I think it was on the 15th is when it started. Was day one which is a few days ago now, of the anniversary of Woodstock.
Yeah, yeah. I always think about that, man. I was like, man, if you had a time travel, would you go back to the Woodstock? Fuck yeah, I'd go back to Woodstock. I'd love to see that show.
I think that was the most amazing
It's
accident
incredible, dude.
that ever happened. It was an amazing accident that they had that type of turnout.
So good, so good. And like,
And
they
a whole
tried.
generation was born from one field.
Yeah, they tried to do that again, but you can't capture that.
Not really.
Like-
Not legally.
That was just an amazing thing, and you'll never be able to catch that again.
Some of my favorite bands growing up, as a
Fuck
kid,
yeah,
the
dude.
music. Those musicians created the sound that we know today.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, of course.
you're talking CCR and Cream and fucking oh god, I mean there's so many.
Dude, you just
It's
can't.
crazy.
Dude.
Hendrix.
play. Yeah, I'll say
Joplin.
Hendrix, Joplin, fucking the Stones,
Yeah.
the Who. I mean,
it's
Zeppelin.
it's like that was like the first mega concert, really
That's
was.
so cool. And there was a smaller version of that. I had no idea existed till
What was it called?
recently. It was. I cannot remember the name of it. They were saying it on the radio, but my boss said that he was the one who told me about it because he was like, it happened not that far from where he lived in this little fucking town in Louisiana, and they did
that's
something
very
similar, and they had big names, that did it, and it was kind of a small. It was around, I think it was in the 70s.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah.
So it was like predated Woodstock, probably. It was like
No, it was after. Because
it was
Woodstock,
after?
because
Oh, okay.
Woodstock was 69, so this was in the 70s that it happened.
okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like
Wow.
I think it was like, I don't know, 75 or 78, somewhere in that area. We were born, but we wouldn't have known what the fuck they were doing.
The now back from what I gather in the 50s,
Right.
they had the music companies like RCA and
Right.
the actual companies to promote the sales. This is what they had to do. They had to gather all their musicians up, stick them on buses, and go city to city to city, and book venues and sell
Yeah.
tickets on street corners
Yeah.
to get people in to hear these artists.
Yeah. And we're
That's
talking
when-
we're talking
that's-
like big people, like like Elvis and
Yeah.
fucking, Patsy Cline and these guys.
Before people actually paid decent money to go see concerts
Yeah.
and actually spent their wages on albums and shit like this.
Yeah.
This is when the music companies really did stand behind their artists because
Yeah.
to make money they needed to.
Well, they needed the artist. Like they couldn't
needed
just
the
fucking,
artist, right.
hey, we're gonna put this download out there with, I don't know,
Right.
Sammy Hagar and some guy named Wiz Khalifa.
Yeah.
Make some money.
Another thing they did too was they would go out and they would buy cheaply, of course. They'd find some no-name artist who wrote a song, said, "Ooh, I like the words of that. Let me buy your song." They had them sign their song away, pay them pennies on the dollar, and then they have the copyright to that and make 5 or 6 different artists, whether it be single artists or bands, redo that song, and
Yeah.
then every 2 months re-release that same song with a different artist to see
Right.
which one gets the best play, and then give that song to them permanently.
Pretty funny, huh?
So see how things have changed?
Yeah. Apologize for that, guys. My son come running in here because he was super excited. Last night we picked, like, we went to Dave and Buster's last night. I don't know if you're familiar with that place, Rum. Dave and Buster's.
Yeah,
Oh,
I know
okay.
Dave and Buster's,
I
of
wasn't
course.
sure. I don't know. I mean, I know they're a big fucking place, but I didn't know if they had one around you or.
Yeah, I got one just about 20 minutes from my house.
Cool. Yeah, so we went to Dave and Buster's, and we've been going there off and on, since he was like 2, maybe even earlier than that. Well, earlier than that because we went to Dallas, and he was like
He was
1.
a zygote.
He was like 1 when we went to Dallas, and Scott and all of us were eating there. But anyway, so we went last night, and we've been saving up our tickets, every time
Sure.
we go, we just save up the tickets. We don't buy anything because I mean, what the fuck are you gonna buy? Some a ton
10,000 tickets
10,000
for a Tootsie Roll.
Yeah, exactly. So we ended up with like 8,000 tickets on our thing because, like I said, we go every now and then, but we go, enough times that we built up enough tickets. And plus, there was a game over there that was broken that I was kind of fucking hacking and doing stuff and getting like 500 every time. But anyway, so we were gonna go cash in our tickets that last night, and see what we can get for them. So we get in there and there's a fucking mini claw machine. I don't know if you can hear that in the background, but there's like circus music playing in the background. It's not my CD player. It's nothing like that. It's the fucking claw machine in the other room. But he won. He got himself a mini claw machine, and he loves it. Like he's been playing it since he got up. He wanted to not let it go in the car. But last night we went and got a bunch of little knick-knacky things while he was sleeping, and we filled the claw machine up with like little toys and different things for him. And that's what he did. He come running in here. He says, "Dad, I won a car."
That's awesome.
So he's like all super excited because he got a little plastic car out of the machine.
That's cool. Man.
So not only did he get a claw machine, but he's also got his own TV in his room now. So now he's set up. So he's good to go.
Yeah, there you go.
God.
Man, that was a good parent move right there, man. Very nice.
Yeah, it was fun. He really enjoys it. He likes the thing.
I don't get anything.
I mean, look, come down. We'll go to Dave & Buster's. Maybe you can get yourself a claw machine. All right.
I don't get anything.
Why are you quiet?
I'm not quiet now.
Yeah, huh? Mm-hmm.
I was pouting because I don't get anything.
Yeah, you were pouting. Your fucking headset went off again, you bastard.
No.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. So everybody knows that I collect, Funko stuff and toys and this and there and that. Sure. Well, yesterday when I went to go get pre-order my gears, I happened to walk into when I went into GameStop. I look around, and I don't know if you know, but Funko puts out Pez's now. Pez dispensers.
I did see those. Yeah, I saw them at a store called Sugar. Nice.
Well, I happened to find a Chase one yesterday, which was pretty cool because those are really a Chase. Yeah, what that means is that there's only like you can get one Chase in like every 6 to 12 of those.
Well, what is it? What is it? A character, or is that just what they call it?
No, no, they call it. It's called a Chase. I'll send you a picture of it. It's like it's a little sticker that sits on it that says Chase on it, and it's different from the one that's normal. Like the normal one will like I got a Huckleberry Hound. Okay.
So it's retarded?
No. Yes. Well, it's Huckleberry Hound, so it's got to be retarded. No, but
Huckleberry Hound. That's Hanna-Barbera shit, right?
Yes,
there.
Yes, it is. Huckleberry's usually blue, right? Mm-hmm. That's his color. Well, this Huckleberry's red. So that's the Chase. The red one is the Chase one. See, so every other one in the world is blue except for like a handful of the red ones.
Well, that sounds like you got too close to Snidely Whiplash.
Right, and those are usually the prices go up on those. Okay. So I found one of those on the shelf, and then I found what was very cool is the Universal Monsters minis. I don't know if you're familiar with the minis are.
I did. I remember I told you I saw the mini Avengers.
Yeah. Well, they're Universal Monster minis, and you can only get them you can only get them at GameStop and Walgreens, and I can't find the Walgreens ones anywhere. But I picked up one. I took one of the mysteries. I was like, fuck it, I'll do one to see what I get. And I got a Dracula. He's cool. He's not one of the harder ones to find, but he's a very cool looking little Dracula. So I was excited. I was stoked. I got some some new stuff added to my collection. I have a few of those Chase Pez's though. I have a Captain Crunch.
Yeah.
And I have a Yogi Bear Chase.
The amount of licensing these people must have to pay for.
Oh, dude, millions. But I mean, they're making millions. I mean, you got to understand that, dude. They're fucking making money hand over fist. Take it while they can, get it while it's hot, guys. Because like when the line starts to fizzle which it's seen its decline in the last 3 or 4 years or whatever. But when it starts to fizzle, big collectors, keep an eye out. Buy the lines that are towards the end, because those are usually be the ones that are worth the most.
Right.
Because there'll be less
That's true.
what you call it, less production stuff.
Yeah.
But
very true.
But speaking of production costs and all that good stuff, here we go with our next commercial. So check this out, guys.
Funko Pop Culture. Funko Pop Culture. A brand new store. Amazing collectibles you need to check out. North Shore Pop Culture Collectibles, specializing in all things Funko. Funko Pop Culture. Buy, sell, or trade. North Shore Pop Culture Collectibles is the place for serious collectors. And when they say specializing in all things Funko, they're not kidding. This inventory is massive. So much stuff. So many items at North Shore Pop Culture Collectibles. You never know what you're gonna find. You may find another gem you weren't even looking for. So don't forget to call or stop by North Shore Pop Culture Collectibles, specializing in all things Funko. Located at 1394 Corporate Square Boulevard, Slidell, Louisiana, 70458, or call 985-265-4279. Check them out! It's Funko! It's pop culture. You can't go wrong. Funko Pop Culture.
There you go. See the pop culture right there. You just go and catch these guys out North Shore Pop Culture, whatever, collectibles. They have such a fucking wordy name.
Yeah, it's good though.
But no, it's a great fucking store. Believe me, I go as much as I possibly can, and the owner, Chunk, is the fucking man. And he's always got some very cool shit and stuff to show me, so.
Nice.
Good shop.
Speaking of cool shit and pop culture and weird stuff, guess what I finally did?
Anal.
No.
That was great, because you didn't expect me to say that.
No, it's kind of crass.
Well, whatever.
Crass about
ass.
the ass.
Yeah.
No, I finally, after all this time, watched Endgame.
Nice. How'd you enjoy it?
It was entertaining.
Right.
It was.
It was good.
Yeah,
it was good.
I think it really was. It was 3 hours, man. That was 3 hours and 10 minutes. Actually.
That's a long fucking haul,
seriously.
man.
Yeah, and then an hour of that really was just recapping the other movies. To a point. It was like, okay, here they are. They showed up, and
this is what we did.
As I'm watching it, you know what I put together something interesting though.
A puzzle?
No, a similarity between that movie and a TV show.
All right.
What is it called? It's DC. That DC TV show, Legends of Tomorrow, or whatever it is. The one that had all the characters.
I kind of know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, it had Ant-Man in it. It had what's her name from Green Arrow. It had the Arrow in it temporarily.
Well, it couldn't have had Ant-Man in it.
Yeah,
if it was a DC film, because Marvel is Ant-Man.
Well,
or it had a character similar to him, whatever the fuck, the Atom or some shit. Maybe.
The Atom, that's what it was. It was basically the same thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
But in that series, there was a section of it towards the season finale thing they did for it, where they had to go. The whole future was ruined.
Spoiler.
Okay. The future was ruined, and they had to go back in time, and they had one shot. They had to try to fix it, and they were chasing a bad guy who was perpetually trying to fuck up their timeline and destroy the part of the Earth, or wipe out like half of the civilization.
Nice. It's basically Endgame, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, this is the same thing. I think it's the same thing. But other than that, it was like I said, it was entertaining. It had a couple twists and turns. I understand why a few people were very uh, pissed of how certain things happened to certain characters in it.
Yeah.
But I liked what happened. I liked the option, the story of how
Everybody ended up, Captain
yeah,
and all
yeah,
those people.
Captain America.
That was
and
cool.
that's-
Yeah, it was a cool ending. I did dig that they finally, now they're gonna go with the Falcon as Captain.
Right.
I mean,
thought-
that's not really a spoiler because guys, everybody knows that fucking the Falcon is eventually going to be Captain America. If you didn't know that, then go fucking read a book.
Right. And I think that's great. It was a nice handoff right there.
Yeah, it was cool.
I like that Hawkeye's daughter, how they showed training his daughter.
Yeah, that was cool.
Because I felt, if I'm not mistaken, she eventually becomes some sort of something like her dad.
I do believe you're right. I don't. It's been a long time. Like I used to follow the the West Coast Avengers, and as you know, Hawkeye was the main guy for that, and I even have some of his spin-off comics, but I don't remember like any details. I was fucking 10 and 15 years
Sure.
old when I was reading those things, so
Right.
I don't remember any of that. But Hawkeye was one of my all-time favorite characters. Him and Iron Man were my two.
What's great about
favorite
Hawkeye,
Marvel.
what I find is he's
real, dog.
well, he's not really a superhero.
No.
As I like to tell Adam, he's a physical adept.
He's skilled.
So he's just really skilled he's a really great assassin.
Yep.
Well, of course he is. You know why? Because he was trained by the people who developed Treadstone. If you know anything about the Bourne movies.
That's right. You're correct. He was. Fucking idiot.
So of course he's very good at what he does. And as that leads into my next thing, they're making a Treadstone TV series.
Really? That's weird.
Yes, it's called Treadstone,
Nice.
and it says from something from the, of course, from the lineage of Jason Bourne, and then of course we knew all the stuff about Jason Bourne. We've all seen the movies. Every time they're fucking on, I've got to watch them like an idiot, like I haven't seen it before.
I've only seen parts of those movies. I have never watched a full Bourne
Love
movie.
those movies. They're like it's like Jason Bourne, Indiana Jones. I'm just as hooked on those. But what's cool is
We just had this conversation.
we only focused in those movies on Jason Bourne.
Right. Nobody else.
It was a whole program. They hinted that there were other people, but they kind of left it hanging there. It's like, well, they were all put out of their misery. They were all killed. Like, well, they weren't all killed. Now they're starting to wake up. This is the Treadstone thing, and all this shit that they thought was done with Jason Bourne is now coming to bite them in the ass, because now there's like, what is this? Like, there's a woman and a man in the trailer. So if you haven't seen the trailer for the Treadstone TV series, check it out. It is badass. It looks like it's very, very, very well done. It's like watching a Die Hard trailer and Jason Bourne trailer, put them together, and it's everybody's kung fu fighting. It's fucking kick ass. So
That
I think
sounds
that's going to
fun.
be kind of cool.
Sounds fun.
I think it's going to be really nice. I'm looking forward to it.
I'll
There's really nothing else
probably
on
end up
there.
watching it, because I like a lot of stuff like that. So I'll probably end up watching it.
And you were telling me about Wu.
Yeah, Wu Assassin.
Netflix.
That's fucking good, dude. I've only watched like 3 episodes, but it's fun. It's a really good show.
And I was right. I watched it already.
Yeah, it's good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
From what I watched, what about? I tried to start to watch the movie Shazam, but
I can't watch it.
but
I
I
never
fell
liked
asleep.
that superhero. God, I never liked that superhero.
Man, you don't like nobody.
Why it's stupid.
Come on, man.
It was a stupid superhero. It was an attempt, Stanley's attempt to say every little boy could be a superhero. It's like, this is stupid.
Rum.
I don't like it. It's like it was like watching the Green Lantern movie to me. I was like, this is stupid.
You do know you're getting that for Christmas now.
Not the Green Lantern. What was it? The Hornet. The
Green
Green what
Hornet.
the fuck, Green Hornet?
Hey, Green Hornet was awesome.
That was a stupid movie.
Not the movie, the TV show.
No, I'm talking about the movie.
I ain't worried about the movie. The movie was
Well,
terrible.
we're talking about Shazam the movie.
I know, but I'm just saying you brought up Green Hornet, and I was like, oh, the Green Hornet show was better because I mean, fucking Bruce Lee was fucking Kato. You know, you can't beat that, dude.
No, well, he beat the rap because he should have went away for murder instead of OJ.
You're so stupid. Wrong Kato, but okay. Pop culture, kids. Pop culture.
Pop culture.
We have a thing out here called the Death Museum, or the Museum of Death, whatever.
It's called like your basement.
Shut up. But no, it's called the Museum of Death, and they actually have. If you look at the pictures of the Ron Goldman and what's her name, murders, the OJ murders, the Simpson stuff.
Yeah.
I was gonna call her the Jessica Simpson murders because I can't remember that poor.
Made for walking.
Only thing she murdered was that song.
Yeah.
Anyway, there is a picture of the bodies laying down on the ground, and next to them is a dog bowl, splattered with blood and everything else. Mm-hmm. They have the dog bowl in the fucking museum.
Oh,
it's pretty crazy. Like, the museum is fucking bizarre. Like, we've only been once. We went there when it opened up. It's awesome if you like that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you like death, murder stuff and things, if you're fascinated with like serial killers and stuff, this is the fucking place for you. They have actual death masks of Adolf Hitler and like Mussolini and stuff like that hanging on the walls. They have
I'm surprised you know who that is.
Oh, thanks. They have what else do they have in there? They have Kevorkian's one of his suicide machines.
Yeah.
They have one of those. They have his painting. They have a bunch of other stuff too.
That's weird, dude. That's just weird to me.
They have letters from serial killers. They have actual things they use, like, kill people, ice picks and shit that Jeffrey Dahmer used in people's heads, and just bizarre shit, dude. It gives you a really nasty feeling sometimes when you go in there.
Interesting. We should get somebody from the museum on.
I would like that. I'd like to have them on, like one of the owners or something.
It'd be interesting to see how that all came about.
Yeah, I'd like to see that too.
Make sure you take them to your house so they know where you live.
Hold on, Rob, I can't hear you.
And we lost Wayne.
No, we didn't lose Wayne. My little one came in here and he accidentally bumped into the microphone cable, not cable, but the headphones. The headphones. And he pulled the headphones thing out by accident, and I'm like, I can't hear nobody.
Gotcha. But anyway, that's interesting. That would be an interesting discussion to talk about. We could have we should try to maybe we can work that in maybe around the Halloween time.
Yeah, that would be cool. I'll do some emailing and see what we can pull out.
Yeah, that'd be neat.
But man, honestly, now that my son is getting a little anxious, I think I'm gonna call it an evening.
Yep, everybody. Let's do that. Sounds great, man.
And so we thank you guys for doing this. Listen to me. We thank you guys for listening to us do this. How about that? That sounds better?
That's a little bit better.
Yeah. Whatever. Shut the fuck up. But keep on listening. Come check us out. Go to our sites, all that good stuff, and send us some shit so you can win some tickets.
Yeah, get those tickets while they're here.
That's right. We got a bunch. In fact, any show that you can think of that we're gonna do, if you know the list of shows, contact us with something spectacular and what tickets you want, and maybe you'll get them.
Yeah, maybe.
I said maybe.
Yeah, it may not be that easy, but we'll see.
But anyway, guys, again, thanks for listening. I was your host, Wayne.
And I'm the Rum Guy.
And remember, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to keep it metal!
That's it.
Get the fuck